Dejounte Murray is an Atlanta Hawk.
Yeah, that's crazy. The rumors were leaking days before the draft, and they came to fruition. Dejounte Murray to Atlanta. I did not think it was going to happen. It was leaked that Atlanta wanted a Drew Holiday type get back when the Bucks traded for Drew. And sure enough, they got 3 draft picks and a pick swap. So essentially they got 4 draft picks for Dejounte Murray. I really like the pairing with Trae Young. That's such a fun backcourt. You got your defensive-minded guy that's going to facilitate on offense, and you have your Trae Young that does everything offensively for you. And I just really like what they're building there. And they're not done. John Collins is still possibly on the move. Clint Capella is still possibly on the move. Bogdan Bogdanovic. And if they were to roll out with the team that they have now, this is a team that was in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years ago. I like what they're doing in Atlanta. I really like it.
Yeah, I feel like Dejounte Murray is like the perfect fit next to Trae Young, especially on the defensive side. You know, the Hawks have some pieces to where they can build a really solid defensive team with DeAndre Hunter. They also have Onyeka Okongwu that they can play in that starting 5.
Clint Capella?
Well, it sounds like Clint's gone. Okongwu, what he showed in the playoffs this year and regular seasons, like he needs more playing time. You know, Capella's getting a little bit older. Might as well get rid of him while he has some sort of value. But, you know, you build a team that is pretty good defensively around Trae Young. That's going to allow Trae Young to be an offensive juggernaut. Even more so, I should say, because it's like less work he's going to have to put on the defensive side to where he could put more energy and effort on the offensive side. But I think what's interesting about this trade is the Hawks didn't really have to give up anything.
I was going to say
they gave up 3 first-round picks and
first-round picks and a pick swap.
And a pick swap, and then Danilo Gallinari, who's
a legend. We love Gallo on this show. He's a legend on the Small Ball podcast show, but it really wasn't much.
And what's crazy too is those first-round picks are unprotected. Like you don't see that like ever in the NBA.
Which makes me think that they gave up. I would say was a significant get back, in my opinion, because draft picks are so valuable. Unprotected first-round picks. We're seeing that even the trade between Houston and Brooklyn a couple years ago with James Harden, Houston got back all of Brooklyn's first-round picks. And in the time, people were saying the same thing that we're just saying. Like, they didn't give up that much. Look at the get back. They didn't get a lot for James Harden, but you never know if it's going to work out. And look at Brooklyn. They're kind of falling apart, and those picks, all of a sudden, they're the biggest winners of today's free agency because Brooklyn's falling apart, and their draft picks are looking pretty valuable. So you never know what's going to happen in Atlanta. And so, in my opinion, I love what San Antonio did. They went out, and they're the ultimate tank team. We were going to talk about it.
They are going to be awesome next year because Lonnie Walker, we'll talk about him a little bit more. He actually is no longer on the Spurs, signing to LA. They are tanking for that number 1 pick. It's not a guarantee, obviously, with the draft lottery, but what does this look like for San Antonio? Because they are truly building for the future now, future players, maybe future prospects, and maybe even future coaching, because we know Popovich could be kind of getting to that point where he might retire. What an interesting time if you are in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's really interesting too because they also have Jakob Poeltl, and with the kind of direction that they're going with trading Dejounte, like, do they want Jakob Poeltl? Like, I mean, you might as well just move him and get, some assets for him because he's one of the most underrated bigs in the league.
I agree.
And, let's just build around the core that you have right now, which is Keldon Johnson, Josh Primo, Devin Vassell, and then Jeremy Sohan and Blake Wesley, who they also drafted. Like, just
Malachi Branham.
Oh, Malachi Branham. Yeah, just play the young guys. Get the young guys out there.
And tank for Victor. And let's say his last name on 3.
1, 2. Okay. Say his last name on 3. Yeah, Trevor, you said say it on 3. I was the only one who counted.
Yeah, no.
I was going with the bit.
That was a test.
Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wembanyama.
Yama.
The French big, 7'5", rumored.
He makes Chet look like the itsy bitsy spider.
He makes Chet look puny. This kid is so long, and the tanking that we are going to see in the 2023 NBA season is going to be unlike any other. Spurs are kicking it off by trading away their very promising young point guard. Well, he's 25, but young point guard because they want Victor. And
yeah, we're gonna see some masterclass tanking here. This is gonna be an art form. It's gonna go down as the history of, like, oh man, remember what the Spurs did? They traded away everyone, and they played a whole G League roster,
and they finished with the 4th pick.
just to get the 4th pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, going victory list for Victor is by far like. It's a move you have to go. Like some are saying this is the best prospect since LeBron James.
Whoa.
Like this dude can do anything, and he's 7'5".
Yeah,
like,
if you guys do not know who Victor Wembanyama is, we're gonna run highlights on this clip. Check them out. This kid, like you said, can do everything. He's 7'5", and the way we need to fact check that. I just saw a couple tweets about that. He can do everything. Watch him handle the ball. He can shoot. This kid is special.
Yeah, no, he is an absolute beast.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're the only NBA show focused on covering your favorite small market teams. Find us on all social media platforms at Small Ball Podcast.